Hi, I'm Amy. I was born in Wales and I'm a teacher. This is Alex. He was born in Ukraine and he's a doctor. In 2024, we decided to take our careers on the road. We're spending the year traveling full-time and working remotely. Feel free to follow along each week as we move from country to country and give you our travel tips for each place. This week, we visit Tokyo, Disney, and DisneySea. This was our final stop in Japan and was also the final park we needed to visit in order to reach our goal of going to all 6 Disney parks around the world in just 6 months. We took the free bus from our hotel, which I'll show you at the end of the video, and got to the park around 8:30 a.m. I know you've probably heard about the lines at DisneySea, and they were very long, but they were orderly and they moved quickly. We're in line to rope drop. I don't know if you can hear me.
Enjoyment. Tokyo DisneySea will be open until 9 p.m.
That's in 12 hours and 15 minutes. Are you gonna make it? It is now 9:07 and we're close, but we're not in the park. I would say like 9:15. We got here at 8:30.
Yeah.
And we're probably gonna get in at 9:15. And they did seem to open up at 8:45. I think they opened up at least bag check.
Open up the gates.
We got inside and we were immediately blown away by the beauty of this park. We checked the app and decided that heading to Tower of Terror was our best bet to start out. We got in at like 9:20 and we immediately came to Tower of Terror. Because it had the lowest wait time, which was 55 minutes.
Lowest wait time of the popular rides.
Right. Also, we just learned, I did not know this, but the first ever food and wine festival at Tokyo DisneySea is going on right now. We didn't know. So we might spend the day eating and drinking. The ride is themed differently than all the others we've been on, which was fun, but it's in Japanese, so I don't exactly know the details. It has something to do with the New York architect, we think. After the ride, we headed over to the New York portion of the park to get some food. We got the veggie nuggets and falafel, as well as a Coke cocktail with cherry brandy. The nuggets are good. I actually haven't tried the falafel.
It's a little dry, but the sauce helps.
Yeah. It's dry. The sauce does help. The nuggets are good. My drink has cocoa nibs on the top, which I've never seen in a drink before, so that's cool. And then we got strawberries, and we got salad in a cup, which I don't think is going to be anything too exciting. But honestly, we're happy for any pescatarian or vegetarian option. We noticed that a lot of the people know the dance moves and choreography of the various stage shows around the park, which is so fun to watch.
All right, so we purchased corn chips. They're like corn chip nachos, which are essentially bugles, which are very fun. I loved eating those as a kid. They also have guacamole and cheese. So they're like bugle nachos, which sounds amazing, and indeed they are. I highly recommend. Now we're at Nemo, and we got a fast pass. And fun fact, this is the last remaining park that has free fast passes still. They're called priority passes here. Or priority access or something. And you can book them kind of like how you can book Disney Genie when you buy lightning lanes and stuff. But it's free here. So we're about to ride Nemo. I got a creme brulee churro. These are everywhere in DisneySea. There's no particular place to get it, but I've seen them everywhere and now I want one. It's like a churro, but it has like the cracked shell of a creme brulee. Oh, it's filled with cream. Mm-hmm. Huh. I didn't get that. Don't eat all of it.
Next up was 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and we loved the whole area surrounding this ride as well as the queue. The ride reminded me a lot of the Nemo submarine ride in Disneyland, California. We decided to meander a bit afterwards and got a peek of Ariel's castle, as well as Agrabah from Aladdin, and a partial view of the new Fantasy Springs.
We just rode Raging Spirits.
Which they have a single rider line that no one uses, and it was basically walk on.
Yeah,
we waited like a
3
minute,
minutes, yeah.
and we were in the same train. So highly recommend single rider. People don't really use it here. Now we're in line to get the little alien mochi balls.
Yes, and then we're gonna ride Indiana Jones, which is the second of 2 single rider rides here at DisneySea.
So the ride is short, so I definitely recommend not waiting that long for it.
But at 3 minutes, worth it.
Yeah. We got the famous little green dumplings, little mochi balls.
Is that red bean?
No, it's chocolate. I don't even like mochi. This is very good. And really cheap. They're like $2.50.
Yeah.
Not even. I wonder if they're all chocolate. Or if they're 3 different flavors.
I bet they're all the same.
I don't know. This one looks lighter inside than this one. Strawberry.
What?
I bet that one's vanilla.
Ah, nice. Little variety pack.
Yeah. Last one is vanilla. Or like custard. I'm deciding between these ones and these ones. Which one looks better? Which one's closer to my eye color? I'm asking you, not the camera.
Oh.
By the time they see this, I'll have gotten one of these.
We'll have to come back, and then you'll have to buy it based on what the people decide.
What do you think? Darker green? Lighter green.
I like these more. But if you're looking to match your eyes, I think it's these.
I think Alex was correct about this pair matching my eyes better, but I went with the other ones instead. We just got off Indiana Jones. Again, it was completely walk-on if you are a single rider. But had we not read online that it was a single rider, there's like no signage for it. You just have to go to the Premier Access queue and tell them you're a single rider, and then they kind of like walk you through with that line. So it's very inconspicuous. There's no signage at all. So there is single rider for Indiana Jones. It is
the priority pass.
Yeah, and it's basically walk on. We hopped on the train near Aquatopia and took it into the New York section of the park, where we headed to the Teddy Roosevelt Lounge. This was a nice, quiet place to rest our feet, and they served some really nice cocktails with great service. We explored the Venice section of the park, which is incredibly realistic, before heading back to the hotel for a nap. We took a little nap. It's 6:20. I also bought these ears. These are the ears I decided on from earlier, but I might buy the other ones too. We'll see.
They are, to be fair, they are pretty inexpensive.
They are much
compared to other ears from other parks.
Yeah, they're much cheaper here than they are in Shanghai or California. California, they were $30, and here they're $13. So, you know. Anyway, we're gonna go back into the park now and get dinner and watch the show and ride Autotopia? Aquatopia. And I'm very excited to see it at night with all the pretty lights. So the park is stunning in general, but even prettier at sunset when you start to see the lights illuminate around the water. We made a stop for popcorn and then got to ride Aquatopia.
Hello.
This ride is also beautiful around sunset and is really fun and unique. If I drop this phone into the whirlpool.
We took a peek of the area surrounding the 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride and then got a good spot for the boat show.
I carried around this dingy all day. My hair is a mess because this park is so windy.
Right on the water.
So windy, in fact. They canceled the fireworks show, so we're going home. They did have the boat show. They almost canceled that, but then they didn't. So they had the boat show, but then they announced that they're canceling the fireworks show due to weather, which I can only assume is wind because it's not raining. We're gonna go home, and good night. Love ya. Bye. Good morning. It's day 2, and today we're heading to Tokyo Disneyland. Yesterday was DisneySea. There are 2 parks here. Not only have we accomplished the task of going to all 6 Disney parks around the world, as well as a Disney cruise in just 6 months, but today when we pass into Disneyland Tokyo, we will have officially gone to all 14 Disney theme parks around the world together, plus Alani and a Disney cruise. I'm very excited. This is a really cool thing for us. You may not be a Disney adult, but I am. I worked there. I love it. I never thought I would get to go to all 14 parks. I'm so excited! Also, we have the coolest view from our room. It's these beautiful gardens. Yeah, and the fact that we're doing this while staying in a Disney hotel also is really cool. It's amazing to stay on property, and it's less than $100 a night here in Disneyland Tokyo, the Celebration Hotel. So, all right, now let's go.
The crowds were equally as long at Disneyland as they were at DisneySea, but we did get the happy entry cards since we were staying at a hotel on property. This got us into the park 30 minutes early. We headed straight to the Beauty and the Beast ride, but got distracted slightly by all the characters running around saying hi. This ride has a huge reputation that I would definitely say it lived up to, but I don't hear many people talk about how incredible the queue is. The castle is almost as big as the Main Street Castle in California, and the details surrounding the castle are equally as impressive. This ride is like Star Wars and Hollywood Studios or Ratatouille and Epcot, but I'm a Disney Classics girl, so I definitely prefer this one. The town around the ride is so incredible. It's a little bit like Fantasyland in Magic Kingdom, but as with everything at Disney, the attention to detail to make it look just like the movie is mind-blowing. Next up was the Monsters Inc. ride that is a lot like Buzz Lightyear, and then we spent some time appreciating the castle before finding some lunch. We got this sandwich near the Beauty and the Beast ride. We didn't realize it had turkey in it, so we took that out, but it was still phenomenal as just a grilled cheese because the bread they used is French toast.
So, if you have seen our Shanghai video, which it didn't perform very well, so you probably haven't, there is a popcorn there that is corn flavored, and not like just buttered popcorn, but specifically corn flavored. And I never thought I would get it again. I thought it was over after Shanghai, but Tokyo Disneyland has something very similar. It's called corn
Pottage.
Corn pottage, P-O-T-A-G, and it is very close to the corn flavor in Shanghai, and it is in Toontown.
From Toontown, we headed to get more popcorn. We got the honey one and thought it was gross. I do not recommend it at all. But then we went over to Peter Pan, which is similar to the one in Orlando.
This is the curry popcorn. Top notch. But it's more of a British chip shop curry than like what you would traditionally consider.
It's like a katsu curry, because
Yes,
I think
yes,
they
that's
taste
true.
the same.
Yeah, correct. Katsu curry type deal. Quite delicious. Recommend. It's probably my second favorite actually, behind the butter popcorn or corn.
Corn.
Popcorn.
And now we're headed to Pirates because it's a 5-minute wait.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway done with the curry, but Alex saw the matcha, the matcha white chocolate, so he stopped to get that. Now he's just eating both. What do you think?
You like matcha? You'll definitely like this popcorn.
Again, the detail in the buildings around the Pirates ride are so amazing, and one of the reasons we come to Disney over and over. You could spend a year here and still not have the time to appreciate just how many things you can see and explore. The Pirates ride starts overlooking a restaurant just like the one in California. Then we made our way over to Star Tours.
We are at the Baymax ride, and what's it called?
The Happy Ride with Baymax.
The Happy Ride with Baymax. And the cast members jump around and dance the entire ride. And I really want to like see their Apple Watches or something because it seems not sustainable. Here they go again. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna turn you around. The stamina and the vibe, I love that. But we're gonna go to Haunted Mansion. We got a fast pass for Haunted Mansion. We just don't know where to go because we're noobs to this park, which is a weird feeling.
We'll go that way. Go that way until it ends, and then we make a left and we'll end up there eventually.
After Haunted Mansion, we passed by Small World and Alice and the Mad Hatter before grabbing some lunch and heading to Space Mountain. We took some time to explore Main Street and all the shops and then made our way back to the castle to take a look at the underneath. It was at this point that Alex said he wanted to turn recording with the gimbal, and he recorded for about 30 minutes straight just walking around. So enjoy these random shots he took.
Walking into the castle. It looks cool. Kind of a gloomy day.
The castle feels similar to Magic Kingdom, but definitely has some unique differences, and also an added experience where you can go up into the castle and learn the story of Cinderella. You come out from the experience at the back of the castle, which is another cool view to see.
We are currently just meandering. Presently, we're actually walking to Splash Mountain, which is one of the most popular rides here at Disneyland Tokyo.
Also the last existing Splash Mountain.
Yeah, and who knows how much longer it's going to be around for. So, we just spent some time walking around the castle. That was pretty cool. Got to relearn the story of Cinderella and see some cool stained glass and stuff. All of the cast members here are very wavy, which is very nice. Like they'll wave to you and they'll engage with you, and they'll just stand at the doorway of places and wave to you. So anyway.
If you're wondering why we haven't gone on Thunder or Pooh's Honey Hut, it's because they're both closed for refurb.
Yeah, so unfortunately both of those hot ticket items are currently undergoing refurbishment. So that means that we will have to come back in the future. We're here for Splash Mountain.
This is cool because I used to work on Thunder Mountain, and I shared a dressing room with Splash Mountain.
We grabbed this plant-based rice bowl for dinner and found a good spot to sit and watch the parade. I wanted to go back and see if random guests were still dancing around the Baymax ride, and they were. They don't even work here, but they stand and dance all day. It's so confusing, but I love it. Then I bought 8 more ears, but they were gifts from my family, so I'm not crazy, okay? I'd call that a successful day, and we were tired, but ready for our final day in Tokyo. Good morning from a very rainy Tokyo. Today is our last day, and honestly, it's very fitting that it's raining because it has rained at every single international Disney park that we have gone to thus far. It rained in Paris, it rained in Shanghai, it rained in Hong Kong, and it's raining here. So the past 2 days have been beautiful and sunny, so that's fine. It's our final day. We're going to Tokyo Sea, so also very fitting that it should be raining. We're gonna hopefully finish all the rides we didn't get to finish 2 days ago. So I also don't know if I updated that I bought both pairs of ears. So I'm wearing my new pair of ears today for DisneySea. We hopped on the bus and made our way directly to the Venetian gondolas. These seem to be closed quite a bit due to weather, so we were lucky they were open and had a relatively short line. On this ride, it just stopped raining and they wipe down the seats on the boats so that you don't get wet. It's so nice of them.
Your bums don't get wet.
Yeah, and I'm very thankful that as soon as we got here, the rain stopped so that we can ride the Venetian gondolas, because this is a very good replication of Venice. So my sister says. I've never been to Venice, but she says it's really good. This is such a cool experience to have at Disney. As I said, I have never been to Venice, but I can imagine the gondola is similar, and it was amazing to see the park from this angle. Our gondola driver was funny, which we only know because everyone in the boat was laughing, but he was speaking Japanese, so we don't actually know what jokes he was making. As usual, we grabbed a quick lunch before heading to Toy Story Ride, which was a very unique entrance compared to the rest of the parks. It's very rainy. We're waiting in line. This queue is somewhat similar to the other Toy Story rides, but with one big difference that I absolutely loved. When you're almost to the loading area, it opens up to Andy's room. You really feel toy-sized because his bed is huge, as well as his drawers, and the detail of the wall decorations and shelving are outstanding. The ride also seems to take place underneath his bed, which is a cool touch. At this point, I fear I might actually turn into a popcorn kernel, but we got another flavor. Today we got
Garlic shrimp.
And another corn one because they're so good. Alex says that the garlic shrimp is too shrimpy, but I disagree. We rode Toy Story. Alex won again, but I was closer than I usually am. Now we're gonna eat this popcorn, and then we're gonna go to Journey to the Edge of the Earth.
Center of the earth.
Journey to the center of the earth, not the edge, because the world is round. Okay, bye! We walked through the rain across the park and over to Soarin'. This has a beautiful queue, which you may have noticed is a theme at this park. The ride is similar, but the theming is different, and I feel like I may like this theme the most out of all of the Soarins we've ridden. They also had this cool hidden screen that played the safety message before the ride. One thing we loved was the ending of the ride showed Tokyo and DisneySea. This seems to follow a trend with Shanghai and other Disney parks. Next up was Journey to the Center of the Earth. This queue is nice, but not as good as some of the others in the park. We just rode Journey to the Center of the Earth, and it stopped raining, which is wonderful. And we rode Soarin'. That line is beautiful, but the entire thing is outdoors, and we waited in the rain.
We had umbrellas.
But the cool thing is that at the end, they show you Tokyo and DisneySea instead of showing you Paris. So that was kind of cool in there. DisneySea is the most visually stunning Disney park I've ever been in. Also, Journey to the Center of the Earth is like a test track. Like, I was thinking it was going to be more like a Thunder Mountain, and it's not. It's more like a test track. So now we're going to go get some, you guessed it, more food. We walked around Agrabah, which we haven't seen in any other Disney park in the world. The closest thing to it is Morocco and Epcot's World Showcase, but this is much more expansive and had a theater, but the show inside is by lottery only, so we didn't get to see it.
My favorite popcorn is the curry popcorn here in this park. The corn, close second, although absolute favorite, is the corn popcorn in Shanghai Disney. Highly recommend that. Anyway, because of the soon-to-be opening of Fantasy Springs, They have these particular cups today because it's 30 days away. It's exactly 30 days before Fantasy Springs opens, which means that we missed it by 30 days because today's the last day that we're here. So this is just a reminder of what we're missing out on.
We headed towards the new Fantasy Springs, which was roped off, obviously, but we could see people inside. We learned it was a preview day for press and we were super jealous. It looks gorgeous and I can't wait to come back and see it. At this point, Alex got sleepy and decided to head back to the hotel, but I stayed and explored the park a little on my own. My favorite part is definitely Venice as the sun was setting. I think because it was a Tuesday and it had been raining all day, this section of the park was essentially empty and really peaceful to walk around and enjoy my final night not only in Disney but also in Tokyo. I got myself this Duffy cookie sandwich from the New York section of the park and I highly recommend it. It was so good. Then I walked back to the entrance of the park while everyone was finding a seat ready for the boat show and headed back to join Alex at the hotel. Now, this is where the park content ends, but if you're interested in the cheapest hotel on property, let me show you around the Celebration Hotel. There are two sides, the Wish and the Discovery. The Wish is themed with more classic Disney characters and a Magic Kingdom feel. It has a cafe downstairs where you can get breakfast and also a beautiful garden outside with light up characters that are especially pretty at night. The elevators are also on theme and Alex said this side was his favorite. We spent the other half of our trip on the Discovery side. This has more of a Lost Boys and adventure theme, and the lobby is done really well with chairs shaped as the Thunder Mountain train cars as well as a pirate ship table. The room is also on theme with the mural behind the beds being different on each side. The nice thing about this hotel is if you're like us and could only find availability for a split stay between the two, you can leave your luggage in your room and they'll transfer it to your new room while you're at the parks for the day. I don't stay on site often, so that may be normal at all Disney parks, but I have never heard of it before. The final and favorite feature of the hotel is that when you go to sleep at night, the ceiling is covered in stars. It's not bright enough to keep you awake, but it's a really sweet touch. On our last day, we took the bus that picks you up directly outside the Tokyo Celebration Hotel, which was an incredibly easy way to get to the airport after an incredible trip. Alex doesn't want to be in the shot, I guess.
Is it curry popcorn?
No, talk about how we were 30 years away.
I'm getting there.
So how many flavors have we tried now? 9? The brain's coming in sideways. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking.
Yeah.